Let me ask you something weird. Think back to your third birthday. Go ahead. I'll wait. Nothing, right? Okay, fine. Your fourth birthday then. Still nothing? What about your first day of school? Your first best friend? The first time you cried so hard your whole face became a faucet. Gone. All of it. Just gone. Here's what's actually insane about that. You were there. You lived those moments. You laughed, you cried, you probably ate dirt at least once. And yet your brain, the thing that's supposed to remember everything, just casually deleted your entire early life. Like some kind of biological hard drive that ran out of storage and decided your childhood was the stuff to throw away. Not the embarrassing thing you said in 2014. Not the awkward phase pictures. No. Those are fine, apparently. But your actual childhood? Poof. Gone. So today we're going to answer one of the most personal questions you'll ever ask. Why did your brain delete your childhood? And trust me, the answer is way darker, way weirder, and way more fascinating than you think. First things first, before you start thinking your memory is broken, it's not. This happens to literally every single human being on the planet. Scientists actually have a name for it. They call it childhood amnesia, or the fancier version, infantile amnesia. And here's the wild part. It's not that the memories never formed. They did. You remembered your third birthday for a little while. You knew your babysitter's name. You had a favorite toy. You had opinions, strong ones, about snacks, about nap time. But somewhere between then and now, your brain went full IT department and just wiped the drive. Researchers have studied this for decades, and what they found is genuinely disturbing. Most people remember almost nothing before the age of 3, and even from ages 3 to 7, your memories are patchy at best, fragmented, like a broken mirror. You might have a flash here, a feeling there, but the full, continuous story of your early life, completely inaccessible. You basically have a locked room inside your own mind, and you lost the key before you even knew the room existed. Okay, so why does this happen? Here's where it gets fascinating. Deep inside your brain, there's a structure called the hippocampus. Think of it as your brain's memory manager. Its whole job is to take experiences and convert them into long-term memories. Very important guy, very busy. But here's the problem. When you were born, your hippocampus was basically a construction site. It wasn't finished yet. In your first few years of life, your hippocampus was growing so fast, generating new neurons at an absolutely insane rate, that it couldn't actually hold on to memories properly. It's like trying to write something on a whiteboard while someone else is simultaneously erasing it behind you. You'd write, "Today I met a puppy," and the eraser goes, swipe. This process is called neurogenesis, the rapid birth of new brain cells. And scientists at Columbia University discovered something shocking. The very thing that makes your young brain so powerful at learning, all those new neurons flooding in, is also what destroys your early memories. New neurons push out old ones. New connections overwrite old ones. Your brain was so busy growing, it had no time to file anything away properly. Basically, your brain was a startup company in chaos mode. Too much happening, not enough infrastructure. And your childhood memories were just collateral damage. But wait, it gets even more interesting, because neurogenesis isn't the only culprit. There's another reason your childhood disappeared, and this one is actually kind of beautiful. Think about how you remember things as an adult. You remember a story. You remember a narrative. I was at work. My boss said this. I felt embarrassed. Then I went home. Memory is deeply tied to language. We use words to file experiences away. We use words to retrieve them later. We use internal narration to give our experiences meaning. But here's the thing. Before age 2 or 3, you barely had language. You had feelings, intense, real, overwhelming feelings. You had experiences, full, vivid, sensory experiences. But you had almost no words to attach to them. So your brain experienced everything and had absolutely no way to label it. No folder name, no file name, just raw data floating around with nowhere to go. Imagine taking thousands of photos on your phone, but never naming them, never organizing them, never putting them in an album. One day you get a new phone and you realize you can't find anything. That's your childhood. A million incredible, emotional, formative moments stored with zero metadata, unindexed, unsearchable, effectively gone. And here's what hit me personally when I learned this. Your earliest experiences shaped you completely. The love you felt, the fear you had, the patterns you developed, they're all in there somewhere, running in the background, influencing every decision you make. You just can't see them. You can't access them. You can't remember where they came from. You are being driven by a past you can't even read. Okay, now I need to tell you something that's going to mess with your head. Some of your earliest memories? They're fake. Not in a dramatic way, not like someone planted them. But here's what happens. As you get older, your parents tell you stories about when you were little. They show you photos, home videos. Remember when you fell off the swing set? You cried so much. And suddenly, you remember it. You can see yourself falling. You can almost feel the impact. You have a memory of it. Except you don't. What you actually have is a memory of being told about the memory. Your brain took someone else's story, mixed it with a few photos you've seen, added a little imagination, and served it back to you as a genuine personal memory. Researchers call these narrative memories, memories constructed from stories rather than actual experience. And studies show that up to 40% of our earliest memories may be partially or completely fabricated this way. Your brain is not a camera. It's more like a really confident story writer who doesn't always check their sources. So let's step back for a second. Your hippocampus was too busy growing to save your memories. You didn't have language to file them away. And some of what you do remember might not even be real. That's a lot. And I think for a lot of people, this feels sad, maybe even a little unfair. Your childhood, the most formative, emotional, world-defining chapter of your life, and you got almost no recording of it. But here's the thing that I keep coming back to. Those memories may be gone, but their effect isn't. Every psychologist, every neuroscientist, every therapist will tell you the same thing. Your early experiences left marks, deep ones. The way you attach to people, the way you handle stress, the things that make you feel safe, the things that make you panic, the love you learn to expect or not expect. All of that was written into you before you could even remember it happening. You don't remember your childhood, but your childhood remembers you. And maybe, just maybe, that's why certain things move you in ways you can't explain. Why a specific smell takes you somewhere you can't name. Why a song makes you feel safe for no logical reason. Why some moments feel like coming home, even though you've never been there before. That's not magic. That's your deleted childhood, knocking on the door, reminding you it was real. So to recap, your brain deleted your childhood because 1. Your hippocampus was under construction, too busy growing to store memories properly. 2. You had no language to organize or file your experiences. 3. New neurons kept overwriting old memories as your brain developed. And 4. Some of what you remember was actually built from stories and photos, not real experience. You didn't lose your childhood because it didn't matter. You lost it because your brain was too busy building you to save the footage. And honestly, maybe that's okay, because the person you became, that's the proof it happened. If this video made you think, hit subscribe, because every week we ask a simple question about everyday life and find out the answer is anything but simple. And hey, comment below, what's the earliest memory you have? Real, fake, or somewhere in between? I genuinely want to know. See you in the next one.